Chosen one, God's final alert is sounding for you right now, and the weight of ignoring it will linger forever. This is not a warning born of fear, but a call to awaken to the divine purpose etched into your soul. You stand at a crossroads where every choice you make will shape not just your future, but the legacy of your entire existence. God has placed this message before you because you are not ordinary. You are His chosen, marked for a destiny so profound it will ripple through time. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will stir your spirit and demand your attention. Your life has been a tapestry of trials, moments where the world tested your resolve, where shadows tried to dim your light. But you didn't break. You stood firm, even when the weight of doubt pressed against you. God sees every step you've taken, every tear you've shed, every silent prayer you've whispered in the dark. And now, He's sending you this final alert, not to scare you, but to remind you that the time to act is now. The blessings He has prepared are not distant dreams, they are knocking at your door. Will you open it, or will you let regret steal what's rightfully yours? This is not about chasing fleeting desires or worldly success. This is about claiming the divine inheritance God has set aside for you. Picture a river, endless and unstoppable, flowing with abundance, peace, and purpose. That river is your destiny, chosen one, and God is calling you to step into its current, but hesitation, doubt, or fear can block the flow. Ignoring this alert means turning away from the life He designed for you. A life where every struggle transforms into victory, where every wound becomes a wellspring of wisdom. Pause for a moment and feel the truth of this message sinking into your heart. If it resonates, hit that like button to affirm your connection to this divine call. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking this path together, and in the comments, type 777 to declare you're ready to receive what God has prepared. These actions aren't just clicks, they're signals to the universe that you're aligning with your purpose. God's alert is not a suggestion, it's a divine mandate. You've been through the fire, chosen one, and you've emerged, not burned, but refined. Think of a diamond, forged under pressure, its brilliance hidden until the final cut reveals its light. That's you. The trials you've faced weren't meant to destroy you. They were shaping you into something unbreakable. God is saying, now is the time. The regrets of yesterday, the missed opportunities, the moments you doubted yourself, those belong to the past. Today, you stand on the edge of transformation. This transformation isn't just spiritual, it's tangible. Your health, your relationships, your finances, every part of your life is about to shift. God's promise is clear. What was once broken will be restored. Imagine waking up each day with energy that radiates from within, with clarity that cuts through confusion, with resources that flow without strain. This isn't a fantasy. It's the reality God is calling you into. But you must choose to step forward. Ignoring this alert risks leaving you tethered to a life of what-ifs. The world around you may not see it yet. Friends, family, even strangers might question the fire in your eyes, the certainty in your step. But their doubts don't define you, God does. When He called you His chosen, He didn't ask for their approval. Your path is yours alone, a sacred journey written in the stars before you were born. The regrets you carry, the times you shrank back, the dreams you shelved, God is saying, let them go. He's offering you a clean slate, a chance to rewrite your story. Picture a door, ancient and heavy, carved with the promises of God. It's standing before you now, and it's beginning to open. On the other side lies everything you've prayed for. Peace that anchors your soul, abundance that overflows, purpose that sets your heart ablaze. But doors don't stay open forever. This is your moment to walk through, to claim what's yours. Hesitation will only weigh you down with regret, a burden heavier than any trial you've faced. God's final alert is a call to courage. You've been brave before when you faced loss, when you stood up after falling, when you believed even when hope seemed faint. That courage is still within you, stronger now, forged by every battle you've won. God is asking you to trust Him one more time. Not with blind faith, but with the knowing that comes from every moment He's carried you through. Your past is proof that He never fails you. This message is stirring something in you, isn't it? If your spirit is saying yes, take a moment to like this video and let that energy flow. Type 777 inches the comments to seal your commitment to this divine moment. Subscribe to stand shoulder to shoulder with countless chosen ones who are awakening to their purpose. These steps are your declaration that you're ready to move forward, to leave regret behind. Regret is a thief, chosen one. It steals your peace, dims your light, and chains you to a version of yourself you've outgrown. God's alert is His hand reaching out, pulling you free from those chains. He's saying, you are enough. Your mistakes, your doubts, your fears, they don't disqualify you. They've prepared you. Every scar you carry is a mark of victory, a testament to the battles you've overcome. Now, God is calling you to rise into the fullness of who you are. Imagine a tree, once battered by storms, its branches broken, its roots shaken. Yet with time, it grows stronger, its leaves greener, its fruit sweeter. That's you, chosen one. The storms of life didn't destroy you. They rooted you deeper in God's purpose. Now, you're ready to bear fruit that feeds not just you, but everyone around you. Your life is about to become a testimony, a living proof of God's power to transform. The world will notice. People who once overlooked you will see the change. Your presence will carry a weight, a radiance that can't be ignored. This isn't about pride or vanity. It's about reflecting God's glory. Your smile will carry His peace, your words, His wisdom, your actions, His love. Those who doubted you will wonder what shifted, but you'll know it's God's hand moving in your life, answering your prayers in ways you never imagined. This final alert is about timing. God's timing is perfect, and this moment is yours. You've waited, you've prayed, you've endured. Now, the heavens are aligning, the doors are opening, and the blessings are flowing. But you must act, not with frantic effort, but with quiet trust. Step forward, chosen one. Say yes to God's call. Let go of the regrets that whisper you're not ready, not worthy, not enough. You are all those things and more. Every great figure in history faced a moment like this, a moment where they had to choose between staying in the shadows or stepping into their destiny. Moses doubted his voice, yet led a nation. Esther risked her life, yet saved her people. You, chosen one, are no different. God has placed a mantle on your shoulders, a calling that's yours alone. Ignoring it means carrying the weight of regret forever. Embracing it means stepping into a life of purpose and power. Feel the urgency of this moment. God's alert is ringing in your spirit, calling you to rise. If this truth is moving you, hit that like button to anchor this message in your heart. Type 777 inches, the comments to proclaim you're ready to walk through the door God has opened. Subscribe to join the countless chosen ones who are saying yes to their divine calling. These actions are your first steps toward a life free from regret. This is not about perfection, chosen one. It's about surrender. God doesn't ask for a flawless heart. He asks for a willing one. Your willingness to trust, to move, to believe, that's what unlocks the miracles. Picture a seed buried in the dark, pressing through the soil toward the light. That's you right now. The soil feels heavy, but the light is closer than you think. Keep pushing. God is pulling you upward. The regrets you fear, the ones that whisper you'll miss your chance, those are lies meant to hold you back. God's truth is louder. You are chosen, you are ready, and you are His. Every step you take now is a step toward the life He's promised. The world may try to distract you, to pull you back into old patterns, but you're stronger than that. You've been through too much, seen too much, to turn back now. This alert is your invitation to a new chapter. Not a chapter of striving, but of receiving. God is pouring out blessings, peace that steadies you, joy that lifts you, provision that sustains you. But you must open your hands to receive them. Clinging to regret keeps your hands closed. Letting go opens them wide. What will you choose, chosen one? A life of what could have been, or a life of this is what God did? The heavens are watching. Your destiny is calling. God's voice is clear. This is your moment. Don't let it pass. The weight of regret is heavy, but the freedom of obedience is light. Step into it. Trust Him. You've been prepared for this all your life. The trials, the tears, the triumphs, they've all led to this. You are ready, chosen one. God's final alert is for you. Will you answer? Your purpose is not small. It's not confined to your circumstances, your past, or the opinions of others. God has written your name in His book of destiny, and the pages are turning. Each step you take now is a step into His story for you, a story of redemption, of abundance, of unshakable faith. The regrets you've carried are not your identity. They're shadows, and shadows fade in the light of God's truth. Imagine standing on a mountain, looking back at the valleys you've crossed. The struggles that once seemed endless are now just markers on your journey. From this height, you see clearly. Every pain had a purpose, every loss a lesson. God was with you then, and He's with you now, guiding you toward a peak where regret has no place. This is the view He's calling you to, clear, vast, and full of promise. The world may tell you to settle, to accept less, to stay safe, but God says, rise. You're not meant to blend in, chosen one. You're meant to shine. Your life is a testimony, not just for you, but for everyone who will see God's hand in your story. The blessings coming your way, health, wealth, peace, are not just for your comfort, they're for His glory. They're proof that He keeps His promises. This moment is sacred. God's final alert is not a threat, it's a love letter. He's calling you to trust Him fully, to let go of the past, to step into the future. He's prepared. If this message is burning in your heart, like this video to claim it. Type 777 inches the comments to stand in faith. Subscribe to walk with thousands of chosen ones who are answering this call. Your actions are a declaration that you're ready for what's next. Regret is a choice, chosen one. So is faith. God is holding out His hand, offering you a life where every step is guided, every need met, every dream possible. The weight of ignoring this alert is heavy, but the weight of His love is heavier still. It's a love that carried you through your darkest days and will carry you into your brightest ones. Choose it. Choose Him. Choose the life you were born for. Your journey has been a preparation. Every challenge, every moment of doubt, Every victory, they've shaped you for this. God's alert is not a random call. It's the culmination of His work in you. You're not here by accident. You're here because you're chosen. The regrets you fear don't have to define you. Let them go and let God's truth take their place. You are His, and He is yours forever. The path ahead isn't always clear, but it's certain. God doesn't promise a life without challenges, but He promises to walk with you through them. His strength is your strength. His plan is your plan. The regrets that once held you back are losing their grip. You're stepping into a season where His promises unfold, where His light shines through you, where His power makes all things new. Picture a phoenix rising from ashes, its wings blazing with fire. That's you, chosen one. The ashes of your past regret, fear, failure are burning away. What emerges is stronger, brighter, unstoppable. God's final alert is your call to rise, to spread your wings, to soar into the life He's prepared. Don't look back. The past is gone. Your future is calling, and it's radiant with His glory. This is your moment to act, not out of fear, but out of faith. God's voice is clear. You are mine, and I am with you. The regrets you've carried are heavy, but His promises are heavier. They're eternal, they're yours. If this truth is stirring your soul, hit that like button to affirm it. Type 777 inches, the comments to declare your readiness. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones claiming their divine destiny. Step forward, chosen one. God's waiting. This final alert from God is not just a whisper in your spirit. It's a trumpet blast, shaking the foundations of your doubt. Chosen one, you've carried burdens that weren't yours to bear, guilt from choices made long ago, shame from words others spoke over you. But God is saying, enough. He's calling you to release those chains, to step out of the shadows of regret and into the brilliance of His purpose. The life you've dreamed of isn't a fantasy. It's a promise written in His eternal plan. Look at your hands. They've held pain, loss, and struggle, but they've also held hope, resilience, and faith. God sees every mark, every callus, every scar. He knows the weight you've carried, and He's declaring that it's time to lay it down. This alert is your signal to stop clinging to what was and start grasping what is. The future He's prepared is not a distant hope. It's a reality unfolding now, waiting for you to claim it. Your heart may tremble at the thought of change. That's okay. Even the mightiest warriors felt fear before their greatest victories. David faced Goliath with a sling and a stone, but his true weapon was trust in God's promise. You, chosen one, carry that same trust. This alert is God's reminder that the giants in your life, regret, doubt, fear, are no match for His power in you. Step forward. The battle is already won. The world around you is shifting. Can you feel it? The air carries a charge, a sense that something monumental is about to break through. This is no ordinary moment. God's final alert is aligning the heavens, moving mountains you couldn't see, opening paths you didn't know existed. Your life is about to become a canvas where His miracles paint a story of redemption and glory. Don't turn away. This is your time. If this message is igniting your spirit, hit that like button to anchor this truth. Type 777 inches the comments to proclaim you're ready for God's breakthrough. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones stepping into their divine purpose. These actions are more than gestures. They're your commitment to leave regret behind and walk boldly into what God has prepared. Regret is a shadow that follows you only if you let it. God's light is stronger, brighter, eternal. He's calling you to step out of the darkness of what might have been and into the radiance of what will be. Picture a sunrise breaking over a horizon you thought would stay dark forever. That's your life now, chosen one. The dawn is here, and it's bursting with his promises, peace, provision, purpose. You've been a seed planted in hard soil, pressed down by the weight of life's challenges. But seeds don't stay buried. They break through, reaching for the light. God's alert is the warmth of that light, calling you upward. Your roots are strong, forged by every trial you faced. Now, you're ready to grow, to bloom, to become a tree whose branches shelter others with hope. The regrets you've carried have taught you something vital. You are not defined by your mistakes. God doesn't see you as broken. He sees you as whole. Every misstep was a lesson, every fall a chance to rise stronger. This alert is his voice saying, "You've learned enough, now live." The life he's calling you to is not about perfection. It's about presence, being fully alive in his purpose. Your story is not just yours. It's a beacon for others. The way you rise, the way you trust, the way you let go of regret, it will inspire those around you. People will see your life and wonder, what changed? They'll see your peace and crave it, see your strength and seek it. You're not just walking your path, you're lighting the way for others to follow. God's alert is for them too, through you. The weight of regret can feel like a stone tied to your soul, but God's power is greater. He's cutting the ropes, lifting the burden, setting you free. Imagine standing on a cliff, the wind carrying away every doubt, every fear, every if only. That's where you are now, chosen one. God's alert is the wind, pushing you to leap into the life he's prepared, a life where regret has no hold. You've been through valleys where the shadows seemed endless, but every valley leads to a peak. God's alert is your guide to that summit, where the view is clear and the air is filled with his presence. You're not climbing alone. He's with you, steadying your steps, lighting your path. The regrets you've carried are just echoes now, fading as you ascend into his promise. This moment demands your attention. God's final alert is not a casual invitation, it's a divine summons. He's calling you to step into a life where every wound becomes a source of strength, where every loss becomes a seed of abundance. You've been preparing for this your whole life, chosen one. Every trial was training, every prayer a foundation. Now, it's time to build. If your heart is racing with this truth, like this video, to seal it in your spirit, type 777 inches the comments to declare you're ready to rise. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones answering God's call. These steps are your vow to move forward, to let go of regret, to embrace the destiny he's written for you. Don't wait. This is your moment. God's alert is a fire in your soul, burning away the lies that held you back. You are not too broken, too late, or too small. You are his chosen, crafted with purpose, destined for greatness. The regrets that once defined you are crumbling under the weight of his truth. You are not your past. You are his future, a vessel of his light, a testament to his power. Imagine a riverbed, dry for years, suddenly filled with rushing water. That's your life now, chosen one. God's alert is the rain, pouring down, filling every empty place with his abundance. Your dreams, your hopes, your prayers, they're not forgotten. They're coming to life, flowing stronger with every step you take in faith. Don't let regret dam the flow. Let it run. The world may try to pull you back, to remind you of old failures, old fears. But God's voice is louder. His alert is clear. You are not bound by what was. You are free in what is. Your life is a canvas, and he's painting a masterpiece. Every stroke is intentional, every color vibrant with his promise. Step into the picture, chosen one. It's yours to claim. You've carried regrets like stones in a backpack, slowing your steps, weighing you down. God's alert is his hand, emptying that pack, replacing stones with treasures, peace, purpose, provision. You don't have to carry the weight anymore. He's carrying it for you, guiding you to a path where every step feels lighter, every moment brighter. The heavens are singing over you. Can you hear it? God's alert is their song, a melody of hope calling you to rise. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. Your life is about to overflow with his goodness, not because you earned it, but because he chose you. Regret can't hold you when his love is lifting you. Step into it, chosen one. The song is for you. God's final alert is a beacon cutting through the fog of your past, chosen one. It's not just a call to move forward. It's a divine command to reclaim the ground you thought you'd lost. Regret has whispered lies, telling you your mistakes define you, that your chances are gone. But God's voice thunders louder. Your story is not over. He's rewriting the pages, turning every setback into a setup for his glory. You're standing on the edge of a breakthrough, and the choice to step forward is yours. Think of a ship, battered by storms, its sails torn, yet still sailing toward a distant shore. That's you. The winds of life have tested you, but they haven't sunk you. God's alert is the compass, pointing you to a harbor of peace and purpose. Regret may have tried to anchor you in the past, but his hand is lifting the anchor, setting you free to sail into the life he's prepared. Trust the direction he's giving you now. You've walked through deserts where hope seemed scarce, where every step felt heavy with doubt. But even in those dry places, God was planting seeds beneath the surface. His final alert is the rain, bringing those seeds to life, turning barren ground into a garden of promise. Your dreams, your faith, your resilience, they're blooming now. Don't let regret convince you that desert is your home. The garden is waiting. This message is stirring your soul, isn't it? If it's sparking something within you, hit that like button to affirm this truth. Type 777 inches the comments to declare you're ready for God's promise. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones stepping into their divine calling. These actions are your vow to leave regret behind, to embrace the path he's lighting before you. They're steps toward freedom. God's alert is a mirror showing you who you really are. Not the person the world labeled, not the one regret tried to define, but the chosen one he created. Look into that mirror. See the strength in your eyes, the fire in your spirit, the purpose in your heart. You're not broken, you're whole, crafted by his hands for a destiny that outshines every shadow of the past. Step into that reflection. The regrets you've carried are like old clothes, worn and tattered, no longer fitting the person you've become. God's alert is his invitation to shed them, to step into garments of glory, confidence, peace, abundance. You're not meant to drag the past behind you. You're meant to walk boldly, clothed in his promises, radiating his light. The world will see it, and they'll marvel at the change. Imagine a flame, small at first, flickering in the wind, but growing stronger with every gust. That's your faith, chosen one. Every trial has been a gust, not to extinguish you, but to make you burn brighter. God's final alert is the oxygen, fueling that flame until it blazes uncontrollably. Regret can't touch a fire like that. It burns away doubt, leaving only the heat of his purpose in you. You've been a builder, laying bricks of endurance, faith, and hope, even when the blueprint wasn't clear. Now, God's alert reveals the design, a life of impact, of joy, of divine alignment. The regrets you've held are just rubble, cleared away by His hand. The structure rising now is unshakable. Built on His truth, keep building, chosen one. The foundation is solid, and the future is yours. The world may try to box you in, to label you by your past, to chain you to old mistakes. But God's alert is a key, unlocking the cage. You're not a prisoner of regret. You're a child of the King, destined for freedom. Step out of the confines others set for you. Walk into the open space of His plan, where every step feels like coming home, where every moment sings of His grace. Your heart knows this truth, doesn't it? If it's stirring within you, like this video to claim it. Type 777 inches, the comments to stand in faith. Subscribe to walk with thousands of chosen ones, answering God's call. These actions are your declaration that regret has no hold on you, that you're ready for the life He's promised. They're your first steps into a new season. God's final alert is a melody, playing in the quiet of your soul, calling you to dance. You've sat still too long, weighed down by regrets that don't belong to you. Now, He's inviting you to move, to sway with the rhythm of His purpose. Each step you take in faith is a note in His song, a harmony of redemption that echoes beyond your life, touching others with hope. Picture a tapestry woven with threads of pain, joy, struggle, and triumph. Every moment of your life is a thread, and God's alert is the weaver's hand, creating a masterpiece. Regret tried to unravel it, but His skill is greater. The pattern emerging now is breathtaking, bold colors of purpose, intricate designs of His love. You're not a mistake in the weave. You're the centerpiece. The regrets you've carried have been like clouds, blocking the sun of God's truth. His final alert is the wind, clearing the sky, letting His light pour through. That light reveals who you are, chosen, loved, destined for greatness. You're not meant to live under clouds of doubt. You're meant to bask in the warmth of His promises, to shine with the radiance of His plan. You've been a warrior, fighting battles seen and unseen, carrying wounds no one else could understand. God's alert is your victory cry, proclaiming that the war is won. Regret is not your master. He is. Every scar you bear is a badge of honor, proof that you've fought and overcome. Now, He's calling you to rest in His victory, to live in the peace of His triumph. The path before you is not a repeat of the past. God's alert is a signpost, pointing to a new road, one paved with His promises. Regret may whisper that you've walked this way before, that nothing changes, but that's a lie. This road is different, lit by His light, guided by His hand. Every step you take now is a step toward a future where regret has no voice. Your life is a story, and God's alert is the turning point, the chapter where everything shifts. The regrets that once filled the pages are fading, replaced by words of hope, power, and purpose. You're not the author. He is. Trust His pen, chosen one. Let Him write the story of a life transformed, a life that inspires, a life that reflects His glory in every line. If this truth is burning in your heart, hit that like button to affirm it. Type 777 inches the comments to declare you're ready to walk this new road. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones, embracing their divine story. These actions are your commitment to let go of regret, to trust His writing, to live the life He's scripted for you. Step forward, chosen one. The next page is waiting. God's final alert is a spark, igniting the dreams you thought had faded, chosen one. Regret has tried to bury them, whispering that your time has passed, that your chances are gone. But God's voice cuts through. Your dreams are alive, pulsing with His purpose. He's fanning that spark into a flame, ready to light up your path. You're not chasing shadows anymore. You're stepping into a future where every hope finds its home. Imagine a locked chest, hidden deep within your heart, filled with promises you've long forgotten. God's alert is the key, turning the lock, revealing treasures of joy, abundance, and purpose. Regret told you the chest was empty, but He says otherwise. Every prayer you've spoken, every vision you've held, He's kept them safe, waiting for this moment to pour them out. Open your heart, chosen one. The treasure is yours. You've walked through seasons of silence, where God's voice seemed distant, where regret filled the quiet. But His silence was not absence, it was preparation. This final alert is His shout, breaking the stillness, calling you to rise. The quiet was forging your strength, teaching you to listen for His whisper. Now, He's speaking loud and clear. Your time of waiting is over, and your season of breakthrough has begun. This truth is moving you, isn't it? If it's stirring your spirit, hit that like button to claim this moment. Type 777 inches the comments to declare you're ready for God's outpouring. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking into their divine season. These steps are your affirmation that regret has no place in your future, that you're ready to receive what He's prepared. Regret is a fog clouding your vision, making the path ahead seem uncertain. God's final alert is a wind clearing the haze, revealing a road lined with His promises. You're not lost, chosen one. You never were. Every step you've taken, even the stumbles, has led you here. Now, the way is clear, lit by His light, paved with His grace. Walk it with confidence. Picture a river, once blocked by debris, now flowing freely as God removes the barriers. That's your life, chosen one. Regret was the debris, holding back the current of His blessings. His alert is His hand, clearing the way, letting abundance, peace, and purpose surge through. Don't stand on the banks, watching. Step into the flow. It's carrying you to places you've only dreamed of. You've carried regrets like old letters, rereading them, letting their words wound you again. God's alert is His command to burn those letters, to let their ashes scatter. He's writing a new message, one of hope, of power, of destiny. You're not bound by what was written in the past. His words are fresh, calling you to a life where every line speaks of His love and purpose. The world may see you as ordinary, defined by your mistakes or your struggles, but God's alert reveals the truth. You're extraordinary, chosen for a purpose that transcends the ordinary. Regret tried to dim your light, but His hand is turning up the brightness. You're a star, shining in His sky, meant to guide others, to inspire awe, to reflect His glory in every moment. Your faith has been a seed, planted in the hard ground of trials, watered by tears, warmed by hope. God's final alert is the sunlight, calling that seed to sprout. You're not just surviving, chosen one, you're growing into something magnificent. Regret can't choke out what He's planted. Your roots are too deep, your purpose too strong. Rise up and let your life bloom. If this message is setting your heart ablaze, like this video to seal its truth. Type 777 inches the comments to proclaim you're ready to grow. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones embracing their divine growth. These actions are your declaration that you're done with regret, that you're stepping into the life God's cultivating for you. Move forward, chosen one. Your season is here. God's alert is a bridge, spanning the gap between where you are and where He's calling you. Regret kept you on one side, staring at the chasm of what if, but He's built the way across, solid and sure, leading to a land of promise. Every step you take on this bridge is a step away from doubt, a step toward His plan. Cross it with courage. He's waiting on the other side. You've been a warrior in a battle you didn't always see, fighting against regret's lies, against the world's weight. God's alert is your victory banner, raised high, declaring the fight is over. You've won, not by your strength alone, but by His power in you. The scars you carry are not marks of defeat. They're proof of His faithfulness, signs that you've overcome. Imagine a book, its early chapters filled with struggle, its pages stained with regret. God's final alert is the turning of the page, revealing a new chapter, one of triumph and joy. He's the author, and He's not done writing. Your story is far from over, chosen one. Let go of the old pages. Let Him write a narrative that shines with His glory. The regrets you've held are like chains, heavy but familiar, tempting you to stay bound. God's alert is His hand, breaking those chains, setting you free to run toward His purpose. You're not meant to stay still, weighed down by the past. You're meant to move, to soar, to live with a freedom that radiates His love. Run, chosen one. The path is open, your life is a song, and regret has been a discord, jarring the melody. God's final alert is His tuning fork, bringing every note into harmony. Your purpose, your passion, your peace, they're blending into a symphony that echoes His truth. Sing it boldly. Let the world hear the music of a life transformed, a life free from the dissonance of regret. You've stood at crossroads before, choosing between fear and faith, regret and redemption. God's alert is the signpost, pointing clearly to His path. It's not a path of ease, but it's one of purpose. Every step you take now is guided, every choice illuminated. Regret can't follow you here. This road belongs to you and Him alone. If this truth is resonating deep within, hit that like button to affirm it. Type 777 inches, the comments to declare you're choosing His path. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in divine harmony. These actions are your commitment to leave regret behind, to let His melody play through you, to step boldly into the life He's orchestrating. Keep moving, chosen one. The song is yours. God's final alert is a lighthouse, piercing the darkness of your doubts. Chosen one. Regret has tried to keep you lost at sea, tossed by waves of what could have been. But His light is steady, guiding you to a shore where purpose anchors you. You're not adrift anymore. His signal is clear, calling you to safe harbor, where the weight of past mistakes dissolves in the warmth of His plan. Picture a canvas, once splattered with the grays of regret, now being painted over with vibrant hues of hope. God's alert is the brush in His hand, creating a masterpiece from your life. Every stroke is intentional, every color a promise, peace, abundance, joy. You're not a blank slate, you're a work of art, crafted by the Creator to reflect His glory. Don't let regret blur the image. Let His vision shine. You've walked through nights where the stars seemed hidden, where regret clouded your view of His promises. But God's final alert is a dawn, breaking through, revealing a sky blazing with His truth. The stars were always there, chosen one, guiding you even when you couldn't see them. Now, the light is clear, showing you the path to a life where regret has no place. This message is stirring your heart, isn't it? If it's igniting your spirit, hit that like button to claim this truth. Type 777 inches the comments to declare you're ready for his light. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones stepping into their divine destiny. These steps are your vow to leave regret behind, to walk in the brilliance of his plan. They're your first steps toward a radiant future. Regret is a shadow, trailing you, whispering that your past defines your worth. God's alert is his voice, louder and stronger, declaring you are his masterpiece, not a mistake. He sees every moment you've lived, every choice you've made, and he's weaving them into a story of redemption. You're not bound by what was, you're called to what is, a life of purpose, shining with his love. Imagine a riverbank where you've stood, watching the waters of opportunity pass by, held back by regret's grip. God's final alert is his hand, pulling you into the current, inviting you to swim. The water is alive with his promises, provision, healing, joy. Don't stay on the shore, chosen one. Dive in. The flow is strong, carrying you to a future where regret drowns in his grace. You've carried regrets like old maps, guiding you down familiar but painful paths. God's alert is a new map, drawn by his hand, leading to uncharted places of hope. The old routes marked by guilt, fear, failure, lead nowhere now. His map points to a land of promise, where every step aligns with his purpose. Follow it, chosen one. The journey is yours. The world may try to define you by your stumbles, but God's alert redefines you by his truth. You're not the sum of your regrets, you're the sum of his promises. Picture a statue, carved from rough stone, each chip a trial, each cut a lesson. Now, the sculpture is emerging, breathtaking and strong, a testament to his work in you. Stand tall. You're his creation. Your faith has been a flame, sometimes flickering, but never extinguished. God's final alert is the wind, not to snuff it out, but to make it roar. Regret tried to dampen it, but his breath is stronger, fueling a fire that burns through doubt. You're not just a spark, chosen one. You're a blaze, lighting up the darkness, drawing others to his warmth. If this truth is setting your soul on fire, like this video to affirm it. Type 777 inches the comments to proclaim you're ready to shine. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones carrying his light. These actions are your declaration that regret can't dim you, that you're stepping into the blaze of his purpose. Move forward, chosen one. Your light is unstoppable. God's alert is a key, unlocking doors you thought were sealed forever. Regret told you those doors, opportunities, dreams, peace were lost, but he's turning the lock, swinging them wide. Each door leads to a new room in his plan, filled with abundance, clarity, and purpose. Don't hesitate at the threshold, walk through. The life waiting inside is yours to claim. You've been a traveler, carrying the weight of regret like a heavy pack. God's final alert is his hand, lifting that burden, giving you wings to soar. You're not meant to trudge through life. You're meant to fly, rising above the past, gliding toward his promises. The sky is open, chosen one. Spread your wings and let his wind carry you. The regrets you've held are like echoes, bouncing back from a past you can't change. God's alert is his voice, silencing those echoes, filling the air with a new sound, hope, strength, destiny. Listen to it. His words are alive, resonating in your spirit, calling you to a life where every note aligns with his purpose. Sing it, chosen one. The song is yours. Imagine a garden once choked by weeds of regret, now cleared by his hand. God's final alert is the seed he's planting, ready to grow into a life of beauty and abundance. You're not meant to toil in barren soil. You're meant to flourish, your roots deep in his love, your branches heavy with his fruit. Tend the garden, chosen one. It's yours to nurture. You've faced storms that tried to uproot you, winds of regret that howled in your heart. But God's alert is the calm, settling the tempest, bringing stillness. In that stillness, you hear his voice. You are enough. You are chosen. You are mine. The storm is over. Step into the peace he's prepared, where regret fades and his promise stands firm. Your life is a mosaic, each piece a moment, some bright, some dark, some jagged with regret. God's final alert is his hand, arranging those pieces into a picture of grace. The dark moments don't define you. They highlight the light. You're not a broken image. You're a masterpiece, reflecting his beauty. The mosaic is yours. God's final alert is a clarion call, resonating through the chambers of your soul. Chosen one. Regret has tried to mute your purpose, whispering that your past mistakes have drowned out his voice. But his call is louder, piercing through the noise, declaring that your destiny is not silenced. You're standing at the edge of a new song, one he's composed just for you, where every note carries his promise of redemption and power. Imagine a scroll, sealed with the weight of regret, its words hidden from view. God's alert is his hand, breaking the seal, unrolling a message of hope written in his own script. The ink tells of a future where your past doesn't dictate your path, where every line speaks of his love shaping your life. You're not bound by old stories. Read his words, chosen one, and step into the narrative he's written. You've walked through fog, where regret clouded your vision, making every step uncertain. God's final alert is a beam of light, cutting through the mist, revealing a path carved by his hand. The way is clear now, lined with his promises, strength, peace, abundance. Don't linger in the haze of what was. Walk forward, chosen one. The road ahead shines with his truth. This message is stirring your spirit, isn't it? If it's awakening your heart, hit that like button to affirm this call. Type 777 inches the comments to declare you're ready for his path. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in his light. These steps are your vow to leave regret behind, to embrace the clarity he's offering. They're your first steps into a radiant destiny. Regret is a chain, linking you to moments you can't redo. God's alert is his hammer, shattering those links, setting you free to move unhindered. You're not a prisoner of your past. You're a pioneer of his future. Each step you take now is a declaration of freedom, a testament to his power to make all things new. Move boldly, chosen one. The chains are gone. Picture a flame, trapped in a lantern of regret, its light dimmed by glass stained with doubt. God's final alert is his breath, breaking the glass, letting the flame roar free. Your spirit is that flame, meant to blaze, not flicker. His power is fueling you now, burning away the past, lighting up a future where you shine with his purpose. Let it burn, chosen one. You've carried regrets like stones in a river, slowing the current of your life. God's alert is his hand, lifting those stones, letting the waters of his blessings flow. The river is alive again, rushing with provision, joy, and purpose. Don't cling to the weight of what was. Swim in his current, chosen one, and let it carry you to places of abundance. The world may see your scars and call them flaws, but God's alert reveals their truth, their medals of victory, earned in battles fought with faith. You're not defined by what you've lost. You're shaped by what you've overcome. His voice is calling you to stand tall, to wear your scars as proof of his grace. Rise, chosen one. Your story is one of triumph. Your faith has been a seed, buried in the soil of trials, pressed down by regret's weight. God's final alert is the sunlight, calling it to break through. You're not meant to stay hidden. You're meant to grow, to stretch toward His light, to become a tree of strength and shelter. The soil of your past has made you strong. Sprout, chosen one, and let His glory bloom through you. If this truth is setting your heart ablaze, like this video to seal it. Type 777 inches, the comments to proclaim you're ready to rise. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones growing in His light. These actions are your declaration that regret has no hold, that you're stepping into the growth He's planned. Move forward, chosen one. Your roots are ready. God's alert is a wind, sweeping through the valleys of your life, carrying away the dust of regret. You've walked through those valleys, feeling their weight, but His wind is lifting you now, guiding you to higher ground. The view from here is vast promise, purpose, peace. Don't stay in the low places. Climb with His strength, chosen one, and see the horizon He's prepared. You've been a traveler, weighed down by a pack of regrets, each one a memory of, if only. God's final alert is His hand, emptying that pack, filling it with treasures of faith, hope, and love. You're not meant to carry burdens, you're meant to carry His light. Travel lightly now, chosen one, and let His blessings guide your steps to a land of promise. The regrets you've held are like old keys, useless for the doors God's opening now. His alert is a new key, crafted for this moment, unlocking paths to abundance and joy. The old locks, guilt, shame, failure, are rusted and gone. Turn the key, chosen one. Step through the doors He's prepared, where regret can't follow, and His purpose awaits. Imagine a tapestry, its threads tangled by regret, its pattern unclear. God's final alert is His hand, weaving those threads into a design of breathtaking beauty. Every moment of your life, even the painful ones, is part of His art. You're not a flaw in the weave, you're the heart of it. Embrace the pattern, chosen one, and let His masterpiece shine. You've stood in shadows, where regret tried to convince you the light was gone. God's alert is His sun, rising over your life, casting out darkness. The shadows were never your home, they were passing clouds. Step into the warmth of His truth, chosen one. Your life is meant to glow with His radiance, a beacon of His love and power. Your journey has been a forge, heating and shaping you through trials and regrets. God's final alert is the hammer, striking the final blow, crafting you into a vessel of His glory. You're not brittle, you're strong, refined by His fire. Stand ready, chosen one. The world will see His work in you, a testament to His unbreakable promise.